Hi and welcome to Bronwen's Cove. Today's collective reading is on karmic family, estranged family, and what they have been up to, and this is a doozy, seriously. If you are new and you're just stopping by, hello, welcome, thanks for coming here. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much, love you so much. Now let's get into this, because yesterday I had my pendulum out and I was speaking to a passed over family member, and the stuff that I was told, I had to sit down for a minute. I know that when it comes to family, there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of stuff that's been hidden in the dark, but I wasn't expecting this. You've got 8 of Wands. Yeah, it's going to come in thick and fast. You're going to need to sit down for this one. Okay, so what I've got, I'll just give you a quick summary. The Lovers. 2 people. You have a Libra and a Cancer, and I was told very quickly that the Libra is the husband of one of your cousins. The Cancer is a side piece. The Lovers. Now this cousin's husband, suited and booted, very well presented, works in a field that, you know, just looks like a family guy, and I'm sure I said that in another video. The Cancer is just one of the many women that he is sleeping around with, and his wife doesn't know. Yeah, because like you've got the High Priestess in reverse. She's unaware. She's completely unaware. He's also having an affair with one of your other cousins who's married. I can't make this stuff up. It's almost like a Spanish novella, because it gets worse. It gets worse, seriously. So this Cancer, Elder of Wands, this Cancer went forward and told the Capricorn cousin of what she found out, because she was so shocked and she didn't know what to do with it. She also went to the police, but I don't think, and the passed over loved one that I was speaking to wouldn't say whether or not she really spilled the tea with the police, but the police are watching a lot of people in your estranged part of your family, the people that you don't talk to anymore. I've got 222 on there, and it's gonna come out, and it's not gonna be long. Yeah, the Empress. This is about you as well. This is about you. So you have a Libra, a Cancer. You then have the Capricorn. The Capricorn then more or less told the Libra what the F is going on. What's this that's been told? And I will tell you, I will spill the tea. And was going to go to the police herself until she was told about the money. And yeah, the Empress, because I'm sorry, this Capricorn is unbalanced and about the money. And again, you've got the 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands and the High Priestess. Now, I've had a lot of distractions. I've had a lot of like communication trying to block. When I first was setting this up, I got a big ball of anxiety, and I knew it wasn't mine, because now, you guys, this isn't about your estranged family trying to stop you from finding out. Now it's about them knowing that you know and trying to stop you from communicating anymore or digging any further. But before I digress, so this Capricorn, let me hold up, the Cancer. Tell me more about this Cancer. The Cancer found out about a hidden body, okay? And it was a devised scheme plan between a Libra and an Aries. What have you got? You've got the Death card in reverse. So, trying to hide a death, okay? There was a death in the family, and the person who died, look, and that's 10 of Cups, so you know I'm telling the truth. The person who passed away way before they were supposed to. They were old, but they were supposed to die a lot older. They could have died from liver failure, and you might be going, oh my gosh, you know, I'll tell you, it was a grandfather. The grandfather was poisoned, and you've got Elder of Cups upside down. He was disliked. He was disliked by a Taurus. The Taurus is an auntie, but is seen as a grandmother figure now. The 4 of Swords upside down. Okay, this is something that the Taurus found out, that her father was not her father. Her father was part of an occult group, a very big organisation, 2 of Wands upside down, an occult group that has the initials F and M. So I want you to research it. I'm not going to say the name, even though I was urged by the passed over loved one to tell you, but I just don't want to. I don't feel comfortable doing so. But Google, research the initials FM, occult group, or, you know, company or whatever. And you will, if you know, you know. This grandfather was a very, very wealthy man. He had businesses, he had real estates, he had properties everywhere. He had contacts overseas, and he had contacts to get things that, you know, at the time you probably wouldn't be able to get your hands on. And he kind of told me under duress, he didn't really want to tell me, that the occult that he was with, and you've got Elder of Wands, because this is him, he has a lot of love for you. A lot of love for you. This is a grandfather figure. A lot of love for you. But he was working with a malicious or malevolent entity or energy, and this occult group, this is how they manifested their wealth. And it was a lot of wealth. I mean generational wealth. But to get that generational wealth, they had to sacrifice. They had to sacrifice someone's energy, someone's soul. So who do you think they sacrificed? Who's the head honcho who's kind of devised everything that's going on? The Taurus auntie. So this Taurus auntie, who isn't the biological daughter of the grandfather, he sacrificed her. Which makes sense. Look, you've got 5 of Swords. And all hell broke loose. Because he sacrificed this person. I'm going to put that one out. He sacrificed this person to get generational wealth, not realizing that by doing so he created a monster. Because she, when she found out, look, you've got 4 of Cups, when she found out that she wasn't actually his daughter, and I still don't know how she knows just yet, her father is actually somebody else who's in this occultist group. And it's a big group, and it is international. It's around the world. I think she was given help. I don't want to go off into too many lines, because there's so much. I was sitting for an hour and a half, 2 hours, just talking to this passed over loved one, and it took me a while to kind of digest it all. But she found out that she was not the biological daughter of her father, and was worried about money, because she is a Taurus, but in shadow aspects. And she was worried that she'd be cut out of the will, because she's not the biological father, you know. And it was also, look, secrets revealed, come on. And she knew, or had an inkling, that the grandfather knew. So she went to an occultist, probably and I'm saying probably because this is where it gets muddy, and I haven't been given that information. She went to a shaman or an occultist, and it could have been within the group of the occultist group that the grandfather was part of, and had a reading done, because she wanted to see the will. And what she was told is, you are in the will, and there is money there for you. But when she heard how much it was compared to how much he had, she wasn't happy. Celestial alignment. She wasn't happy with the information that was downloaded and given to her. And so she dug a little bit further, and look, you got 4 and 1, 5. So she saw herself in lack mentality. And I should say this one as well is 3 and 6, it's 9. So it's nearing a completion. All of this is coming out. What she did is she continued reading and found out that her siblings, the children, certain children, not only had a large amount that was left to them. Look, worthiness upside down. She didn't think they deserved it. This is to do with race, especially if you are mixed, if you are biracial. This is to do with the fact that she thought, you know what? I should be getting all of this. I'm the one that's been done over. I'm the one, greedy. Give me. And yeah, look, good juju upside down. She's the one who orchestrated this from childhood. And when she realised that there was, you know, what she saw as a limited amount of money for herself, which probably would have set her up, you know, bought her a couple of houses, that wasn't enough. self-sabotage. She decided that she was going to sabotage what your gifts were, because she knew that not only was this money an inheritance that was an ode to you, she knew how strong you were, and she knew that you could actually create your own, because that's what the readings gave her. The Capricorn and the Taurus, so the cousin and the auntie, kept getting readings, and they orchestrated together with the Libra and an Aries to have the grandfather killed, to have him poisoned. And they did. And I mean, look back at your own grandparents, and don't make this fit if it does not resonate, okay? If it resonates, you know. And if it resonates, you need to look back at your grandparents and look at how your grandfather passed away, because it may not have been poison, it may have been a car crash, because I've had that coming up as well. And another note as well, which I was just floored. The Taurus, near the end of the grandmother's, so her mother's life, was starving her, was not helping her to the toilet, and I have 1111 on the clock, was force feeding her at times, was just treating her like a piece of trash. And there is resentment because she realised that her mother had slept with somebody else and that wasn't her father, and also because her non-biological father sold her soul. You got 2 of Wands upside down. She couldn't progress. 3 of Pentacles. So this 3 of Pentacles was her working with the Capricorn, the cousin, and working with this occultist. And this is the reason why, you know, you are the Empress and you've had to go through so many challenges. I will have to read some stuff because I wrote so much down. But this Aries was either connected or reached out by the Libra through the dark web, or through this occultist faction. And I haven't figured that out yet, and that was 12/12. I will take some of these though. This Aries had a hit put out, and was paid for a hit from the Libra, orchestrated by the Taurus, to have the grandfather killed, get rid of him, and continued to work the Libra and the Taurus, and somewhat the Capricorn. The Capricorn was more about the divination and making sure that things were blocked for you, for your siblings, you know, because you guys, I think when the reading was done, they realised that you weren't just a normal person. And I don't say normal as in, I mean that you guys had a glow. There was something about you. You're extremely abundant. You glow and you don't even realise that you do. So they wanted to stop you. They wanted to stop you from creating. And there's a reason. A dream journal just came out. And I've got jealous of your gifts. They're jealous of your gifts. So they wanted to block. They wanted to make sure that what was done in the dark stayed in the dark, and that you didn't get the inheritance, because it's a big inheritance. Now, the thing is, when I started doing this, setting up for this, I got such anxiety and I realised it wasn't mine. They're now worried because they know that we know. Had to sacrifice someone to be initiated, chose you. They chose wrong. They have until the January the 5th to complete this, or their soul is taken. They have until January 5th. Remember, this is a timeless reading. So whenever this comes through, it could be a year from now. It could be weeks. You've got dog bite. There are dogs on their arse. Because you know what? The dream download that I had last night was, and look, murder, red rum, Dr. Sleep. They're trying to get into your brain now. They're trying to get into your dreams. And last night, I dreamt, and it was such a vivid download of there's pregnancy in there, so they're trying to block pregnancies. They're trying to push you towards addictions and things like that. They're doing whatever they can to distract you from your forward path. But the key thing from that dream was it was like a hospital, like a mental health hospital, and getting into it, there was like this pig face looking bouncer. And he was like, I need your ID, I don't need yours. Pointing to me, because you're old. And I laughed. We went in, and this pregnant person, young, tried to lead me towards the purple route. All the signs were in purple, and I said, I don't want to go there. Let's go down the red route. Red is your root, purple is your third eye. They're still trying to glamour and get in, but it ended up that there was a massive fight because Kali was there, Ra was there, Isis was there, Horus was there, Anubis was there, and people were just getting mashed up. All of these people that have been sending this, they're now in absolute despair and panic. And not only because they know that the time is up, but also because they have all of these deities, elementals, inner kingdom, fae and elves and whatever else is out there that is working in the background for your favour to keep you protected, that are now spiritually attacking and chopping down heads. And I woke up just like, wow, well, I have to tell you guys. And it says, spend some time with loved ones, and upside down it's connect. So they're trying to disconnect you. Keep in mind if there's any friction happening at home, that's them. You need to just shake that off. Shake it off. Red dragons fly and circle around your protection in flames. You are divinely protected. Divinely, divinely, divinely protected. I'm going to keep this one short today for once. And I've also got in here, late nights lead to being alone, conversations with a stranger I barely know. That's from Ed Sheeran. So, do you know what? Listen to this. Listen to the song because it might give you some clarity, because there's definitely a connection between an ex, one of your exes, that's working with a family member, and you've got power play. Power play and golden green shield. And if I'm correct, that's Archangel Raphael. So it's healing. All right. You need to remove any cords that you still have to family members. You just need to remove them. 4 or more in league with each other. And key ingredients, pay attention to where downloads take you. Pay attention. I say this in every video that I do. Note things down. Start writing it down. Seriously. Who let the dogs out? Karmic's getting chased by dogs. What did I say? Anubis is on their arse. Anubis is on their arse. Everyone that was in on it, all the deities you work with are with you. That work, 1 minute. Everyone that was in on it, all the deities you work with or are with you, are kicking their butts. They're kicking their butts. And underneath you've got boomerang. It's all been sent back. And here it says, someone trying to stop you living your luxurious life that is owed to you is getting karma. And I also got a download that there is going to be 3 court dates. There will be 3 court dates. Something's going to happen in the summer, something's going to happen in the fall or in the autumn, and then in January. January is when I think everything's going to be opened up, and you're going to be really surprised. I do suggest that you start saving just a tiny little bit, not a lot, just every month a little bit, because when it and it had 18, because when it gets to January, there is going to be some sort of legal lawsuit or case or something, because the police, the feds are tracking them. They're tracking all of them because a hit was put out, or a conspiracy together, like a plan or a scheme was put together between this Libra and this Aries for you to come and kidnap you, or to come and, you know, and to get you. But it keeps failing, it keeps flopping. But the police are tracking everything. They're tracking a paper trail. And look, divine lineage is upside down. They're realising that they are no match to you. They're no match to you. Naked. And they're trying to keep hidden. They're trying to keep hidden. I'm not using a lot of cards, because when I use loads of cards I end up talking forever. The moon. What is hidden? They're trying to keep it hidden, but use your intuition, use your discernment, and and keep in mind also that this is for entertainment purposes only. If anything doesn't resonate, let it fly. 7 of Swords. All the stuff that's been done in the dark, underneath the moonlight, is coming to light, because these people are deceitful. They are so deceitful. I'm going to read a tiny bit here, and then that's it. Because I feel like if I go on, it will just end up going on and on. A Libra is your step cousin. He's leading a double life, has multiple other women that his wife doesn't know about. Another one of your cousins found out about a body and a cover-up, but hasn't said anything yet because of the money, and hasn't told the wife or own cousin. Let's see. Grandmother was forced fed and starved purposely. Grandfather was killed by cousin's husband, Libra, and the Aries for his money, real estate, properties, will. Aries is a random from a gang that Libra reached out to through the dark web, has stayed in contact all this time to ensure that this stays hidden, and has been conspiring with the Aries to take out the messenger. Taurus, auntie and Capricorn cousin went to a shaman to have readings done. Auntie found out that her father wasn't her biological father, even though he left her money. She was greedy and found out a large amount of money was left to her brother and sister, and in particular her brother's children. She wanted it all. She orchestrated having the will manipulated so that the inheritance to her siblings and their children went to her. Libra, Capricorn. Capricorn has been paying to block your downloads and to put disruption in your life. 1, to stop your abundance, and 2, to stop you finding out. No longer getting readings on you, as she's seen what is coming for all involved, and she's shook. She's absolutely shook. Now going to the police to make a deal. So she's on the fence. Do you know how I was led? First of all, even before I had that download, even before I was sitting with my pendulum, I was listening to some music, and The Big Payback came on by James Brown, and I sat down. It's like an 8-minute full play, and I just wrote it out, and I was like, holy crap, what is going on here? And that's when I got my pendulum out, and that is when grandfather came through and went, I'm going to tell you. She's on the fence. She feels like if she goes forward now and goes, oh, this is what I know, that she will be given a linear sentence. Everyone's going down. Everyone is going down. Also, the auntie and maybe even the Libra husband are now part of this just going to say the initials, FM occult group, because the reason you may have heard in other readings, not just by me, but maybe in other people, by other readers, that there was someone trying to sacrifice. That was 2222. Someone was trying to sacrifice. They needed to be initiated, and they were trying to take your soul, and it wasn't working. And who is this cult, and what is that? It's the same initiation ritual that the grandfather went through. The grandfather gave up and sacrificed his non-biological daughter's soul. Well, now either the auntie or the husband of the cousin is trying to do the same thing to you. They're trying to do the same thing to you, but they didn't realise who it was. They didn't realise who it was. Had to sacrifice someone to be initiated. Chose you. They chose wrong. They have until January the 5th to complete this, or their soul is taken. So I have a feeling that auntie's already in, and the Libra isn't, and this was his one thing. He had one job and he couldn't do it. Wow, I'll leave you with that, something to think about. Yeah, just watch out for any romantic offers coming in right now. Okay, you got romance and you got by an emperor, because I have a feeling that this was all interlinked as much as these are separate. And is it a lesson or a blessing? Is it a lesson or a blessing? Is it a lesson or a blessing, what's happening right now? And this is I'm going to leave for you. And I manifest 44 times over 4 days. This is a really good tip for bringing in things that you want quickly, okay? I manifest and then write out what it is 44 times in one go over 4 days. I don't know how that links, but wolf in sheep's clothing, whoever this is that's coming forward with a romantic offer, this emperor is a wolf in sheep's clothing. Look, oh shit, there you go. Dark web. What was done in the dark will come to the light. And look, go and speak to your ancestors. Go and speak to your ancestors. Go and talk to them. Go in and write. Do some automatic writing, because you've just got... Let's talk about it. I'm going to leave you with that. A nice short one today. I hope that resonated. If it doesn't, don't make it fit. If it does, and you enjoyed what you heard, I'd love a like, I'd love a thumbs up. I'd love for you to hit on the notification bell, and if you are new, I'd love for you to subscribe if you'd like to see more. For my returning subscribers, thank you very much. All donations are extremely appreciated, but not expected. If you look down in the description box, I have an email if you have any business inquiries, if you would like a personal reading, because I do readings as well. I'm also a medium, so if there was at any time you wanted to be contacted by a loved passed over one. Sorry, my speech is going. I feel like I'm being blocked, so I'm just going to go now. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.